Good morning and welcome to my channel. Lorraine here. This morning I'm just going to go quickly through this journal that I've been making. First of all, because you're going to see my hands, I must apologise for these nails. They've dropped off and I haven't had time this morning to take the rest of it off, so please ignore my nails. Anyway, I'm going to go through this journal that I've made. It's a shabby chic vintage journal. It's on cardstock, so it's quite sturdy, and it's got I think it's about a 1.5 inch spine. On the front it's got this is what it's got on the spine. I've covered the spine and the stitching with some lace, and then I've made this topper for the cover, and this topper's made from, this is like a paper fabric, I don't know what you call it. You get bunches of flowers wrapped in it, and I once got some, so I saved it and I've used it on here just to add a little bit of pink detail in there. It's got some vintage original music paper here. It's got lots of lace, appliques, lace trim. This is trim from the edging of a silk scarf that I've cut up and used for these. It had the stitching on the edge and I didn't throw it, so I've made little bows out of this. I don't know if you can see that in more detail. It's got buttons, it's got tulle on there, some more applique, and this beautiful image of this lovely lady in a wonderful corset that must have been really uncomfortable. On the back I've stuck down the silk, and I've just used this frame with this vintage styled image inside. I will link below the people whose kits or freebies that I've used. Forgive me if I forget to mention it as I'm going through the journal, but I can't remember everybody, and I've used quite a lot of different people, so I will put a little link down below. It's also got this tag that's fixed on with a ball pin. It's got some fabric cluster on a little vintage button, and this circle die made from vintage French book pages. So it's got 2 signatures sewn in, and I haven't counted the pages, but there's probably about 50 pages altogether in the journal. Shall I measure it? Then you know. It measures 21 centimetres by about 15 centimetres. That is in English 8.5 by 5, oh nearly 6. And the spine, yep, 1.5 inches is the spine. So we'll open it and start. I've used, quite often I put a pocket in here to put some bits of information in, and I haven't done because I love this image on here. This is a ruby and pearl image. I've covered the spine with some linen fabric, and then I've just covered the edge of the linen fabric with this lace trim. Here is a little journal tag that I've made. I've used some lace. These images, there's quite a few of these throughout the journal, and these are from Artemis, they're one of her freebies. I've used some embossed cardstock that I've just put on some distress ink on there, and this lovely little journal card. So there's writing space on the back of all those 3. It's just clipped in with this paper clip, and it's got some of the silk on the top. Again, 2 more of the images from Artemis. Little journal card there and a tuck spot, and there's lots of journal space on this coffee dyed paper. Here's some more of the original vintage music paper with a pocket in there, and a tag and a journal card inside. It's got a little tag at the front there. On the back it's got this little fabric cluster. It's got some linen fabric, some crochet lace trim, some cheesecloth and a button stitched on. Here I've done collage on this page, this little piece of cheesecloth and this tag. I use this blue tag because it matched with the blue on this letter, on this writing. And this is an image. I've made this ages ago and I honestly can't remember how I did it, but I seem to remember I put tea bags over this, on this image, on greaseproof paper, glued it on, and then you'd peel it once it had dried, and it made this lovely paper. It's lovely, and it's quite sturdy. I've lost that, and behind there I've put that into a tuck, so behind there is a journal card. Here a lace pocket. I've put some digital paper along the edge there just for more decoration. It's got a journal card and this lovely image of this beautifully dressed young woman. And then again it's got a little fabric cluster. It's got some linen with rose applique, some cottony fabric. They were all curtains that I had, and some more crochet lace trim. Another one of those flip tags. I've used this beautiful image and I've put some lace trims on. Can't get that off there. It's glued on. Some blue lace trim just to bring out the blue from there. Some cheesecloth. You can journal on the back. I've got this library card underneath. Again, you can journal on the back. This old invoice from a French it's a clothes shop, isn't it? Yeah, Articles de Paris. And put some lace trim on the edge of there. And again, you can I don't with a paper clip now. It's here on the side. So, and then over the page, on the other side of that paper clip is another tag, and again it's got a fabric cluster on the front. It's been stamped on the back, and some more of the silk trim. And in this pocket, it looks like it might have been May Day. They must have been doing May Day things because they've got maypoles there, haven't they? The little girls. Anyway, inside there is this large journal card. I've stenciled on the back and stitched around that one. And another beautiful image of this lovely girl. Another collaged page here. I've used bits of scraps from lots of different places. Here I've just layered up or folded some parchment paper to make a bit of a frill on here and put this. This is original bit of a, from the vintage music pages. It must have been one of the page numbers. So I've just put that on for interest. A pocket here with some of the applique rose trim, and underneath, you won't be able to see it properly on the camera, but there's some silk leaves underneath there. And again, my porch prints of those, and another journal card there. And then here we have altered paper clip, and it's got this image on, a tag here and a tag there, and that just clips on that page there. I just need to pause one moment. Okay, I'm back. On this side we've got a large pocket, and I have put this journal card on the front and turned it into a tuck spot. So behind the tuck spot is another tag from My Porch Prints. A large tag here that's been stitched around and backed onto cardstock. Quite a sturdy tag is that. And another one of the little journal cards. Here we've got a fabric pocket. It's linen fabric, and I've put this fabric cluster on top. again using some of the fabric from here, some more linen, cheesecloth, a lovely button on top of there, and then inside is this journal card, a large journal card with lined paper on the back. Of course, journal space all up here, or to decorate as you want, and another vintage lady tag on there. Another collaged page using up scraps of paper, so you've got writing spaces on there. Here we've got a tuck spot with another little journal card tucked behind, and another little journal card here. This is William Morris papers. I think this came from Artemase, and on top of there I've put some text paper underneath. It's got cheesecloth and this lovely rose tag, again from Artemase, and this pocket flips open, so you've got journal space underneath there. I've left quite a lot of blank pages. My reasoning for it is because it was getting too full and I couldn't fit much more in. So it's lots of journaling spaces. You can put things at the top because the bottom's heavier weighted than the top, but lots of journals. And when I make journals for me, I like lots of writing space because I do journal in them. Here I've made this, I think Judy from Rose Lane first did these, and they're tuxedo pockets, I think she calls them, and I've made this one using some of the vintage book page, music page again. I've just distressed it around the edges, and you won't be able to see it on the camera, but it's got some gold paint on the row edges on here. So it's got a tuck behind. Come on, let's put it that way. Behind there, and then this large tag in the front pocket there, and then it's got this lace and this fabric cluster on there. Again, another journaling page. It's got lace trim on the edge of it, and then this little fabric cluster just clipped on to there. This piece of linen I've stamped on there. Sorry if you can hear any noises in the background. My husband's working in the kitchen, being quiet. Some more clusters, collage on this page here, and another one of the little tuxedo pockets, and this is handmade paper that I've used, and I've just covered the front with cheesecloth and the little rose applique, and it is tuck spot behind as well, but I haven't put anything in that one. Again, a journal page, paper clip with this lace trim on it, and if I can get it off of here, or bring it with me. So this, I think this is my favourite piece of ephemera in the kit. It's got, try and bring it to you, I'm trying, so there it is. It's a lovely tag with this frame and the image of this lovely couple inside. They look like he was just going to war, maybe, and maybe they got engaged before he left. So this was their engagement portrait. And I've put some of the applique from what's going to be a wedding dress on here. This is actually from a proper wedding veil. I've put some voile and some cheesecloth here, and a little bit of bling. Maybe he bought her a necklace before he left. And again, some of that silk ending there. You open this, take the paper clip off, open it, and you've journaling space inside, and coffee stain paper and journaling on the back as well. So I love that. I love that one. So I'll mend that later. I have to get that sorted later. Another large pocket, and inside here, journal cards. This is on coffee stain paper, and it's stamped, and this image is actually one of my tablecloths that I photocopied, and I use it for background paper. It's got lace trim on the bottom as well as that one. I've just noticed there's 2 journal cards inside of there. Separate them. On here, just some lace trim and a little cluster that I've turned into a tuck spot. And this has got some lace underneath, some of the silk leaves and some of the rose applique, some of the vintage music paper, some digital scraps, and this journal card just tucked into there. Here is a little flip that I've made. 2 pockets on the inside, and inside of the pockets there's 2 tags, journal cards, and again 2 journal cards, a little tuck spot here with this lovely image. It looks like they're going on a big day out, these ladies, all dressed ready for the seaside because there's a boat behind them. And then at the back is this envelope, French envelope. I've left it unsealed so that there's journal space inside of there, or you could seal it and use it for storing things in. Here we have another pocket that I've made. It's got a little bit of the wedding dress applique on there. It's got a pocket at the back here. It's got a little pocket at the front here, and another pocket there. I didn't leave it open at the sides. This is a little pocket I've made using a doily, and I've backed the doily onto parchment paper just to give it a little bit of a sturdy feel. Put some of the applique roses there and 2 little pieces of journal cards in there. Here is a belly band on top of some of the vintage music paper. I've made this side into a tuck, so you've got a journal card inside there and another journal card that's stenciled and stitched around, just tucked inside there. I love this page. The back of that vintage music page, and I've just, from one of the scraps that I had, I've used that as a pocket, and this cutie pie little girl, obviously just standing up for her first portrait, and again there's some of the silk bow on there, and it's got coffee stained paper on the back. A large tag that I made, and at the bottom it's got some of the flowers. I think they're from the wedding dress as well. It's got some of the veil from the wedding veil, some more lace and cheesecloth underneath there, and the silk on top. Just a little bit of lace trim here. The second signature, and on this page of the second signature is this tag that I've made using up a frame, and I've just put this picture behind the frame. On the back it's got another one of those tea bag image that I did, but I can't remember how I did it, and it flips over and you've got journaling space, and it just sits. You could put it in a pocket, but it looks nice just stuck behind or flipped over that page as such. Here we've got a large belly band again with the William Morris. Behind it is another journal card. We've got another little journal card here. Lovely little girl in green, and she just tucks behind there. And then another one of those flip journal pages. And on the back is another little image with a tiny envelope that I've made, and inside the envelope is some paper. I'm not going to take it out because it's such a pain getting it back in, but there's some paper in there so you could put a little note inside. And how long have I been? Nearly 20 minutes. Another one of the flip tags, this lovely little image of the school play, another one of the postcards, and again some more embossed card and just some tulle just to give it a little bit extra interest on there. This is a pocket. I haven't put anything in for fear of filling it up, but you could fit plenty in there. Another one of the flip journal cards there. Again, it's got some of the veil fabric, it's got some lace and linen bow, some more lace there. I love this page as well. A beautiful image here, and it's got some of the veil. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up there. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's got some veil at the top, some ribbon at the bottom. You can write on the back of it, and then there's this lovely image here. You can use that for either putting another photograph, or you can use it for writing. And I've put some black foil just on there for decoration. It's on some of the vintage music paper, and there's journal card, postcard. I've left that blank for decorating by whoever gets this journal. This is an envelope, tuck spot, and another image with a seam binding ribbon, and then tucked behind is this little sweetheart. Look at that cute face. So she's been backed onto pages, book pages. I've put lace around the edges, and on the back it's got some natural paper for journaling on, and that just tucks behind there. On the other side of the envelope, I've collaged the front of the envelope, and again some of the vintage music paper. This is obviously Greek, and inside again collaged inside there, and two journal cards tucked inside the envelope. It's quite a sturdy envelope with all that collage work on it. And tucked behind the envelope is this another frame with an image behind, and that's a tuck spot, and this lovely image journal card just tucked in there. On here, on this page, there's another envelope tuck, and behind it is this large journal card, lined paper on the back, and this tag. I'll just leave that off. On the page, I've scrunched up some lace for the edge, and again another one of the silk bows. And then on this side is another envelope that I've used some digital paper. I've left it again unsealed so that you can either seal it or you can leave it and journal on it. Let me just get these back. As so. And a little journal card just tucks behind that paper clip there. Here with another pocket, and inside of the pocket is a journal card. I think that goes that way, but I like the flowers showing. Coffee stained and stitched around. And this beautiful lady, very elaborate. Again, the centre of the signatures, journal pages, another tuck place. Here we have an altered paper clip that I've put this little parasol on, and it's got lace and tulle underneath, and there's the paper clip, and it's just backed onto that cardstock, and holding in this little envelope. And this is another one of the doilies with if you can hear it, it's got a doily backed with parchment paper, and tucked inside of there is another little journal card. So she's tucked in there for secret spaces. And on the front, I've just put some cheesecloth and this fussy cut butterfly. I love making these. I think it'd been to man, Laurie, Girl on the Ridge, is it? I think she might have showed us how to make those. Can't remember. Or it might be Tracy Sparkle. Anyway, another tuck spot here. Here we have another one of those flip tags, but the bottom bit I've stuck down and it's now a tuck or pocket. We've got some sequins and cheesecloth on there, some lace trim, some applique from the wedding dress, all on there. Some more of the vintage music page, and here we've got a tuck spot with a journal card under there. Another cluster that I've made up using all the scraps in my scrapbook, or not all of the scraps because I've thousands of them, but using scraps from my scrap box. I've put some cheesecloth under there, and it's got this another beautiful lady in there, another pocket stitched on, and this beautiful image of the lady walking the baby in the park. Another pocket with some cheesecloth and some French ephemera or writing on there. It's got a journal tag there. This lovely image of the swans on the lake, and another beautiful young lady. A lace pocket, and on the lace pocket I've put this cluster, again using up scraps of fabric. It's got some linen, can't think what you call it, some lace, some more linen back in it, and this pink rose, and inside the journal space, and another large journal tag in there. It's got lace on the edge of the page, another pocket, and inside the pocket is this postcard that's stenciled on the back, and this image again stenciled on the back. And on the front, another one of Artemise's cards, and tucked behind another beautiful image. Here we've got a pocket of, this is my Porch Prints paper that I've just turned into this pocket. We've got another one of the tea bag images here, a little postcard and a date tag, another one of the rose images, and again this letter that I've scrunched up to make it look older, and this is my Porch Prints as well, and I've just distressed it to age it some more. I don't know where that's from. That way a bit. There we go. Some more journal pages, some more French script pages, and again the back of the book. So that's it. That's my shabby vintage. I've called it a lace and ribbons, or ribbon and lace journal, and it's beautiful. It will be in my Ko-fi shop, and it will be in my Etsy shop as well. You can message me if you're interested. But thank you so much. I'm sorry it's taken nearly 30 minutes, 28 minutes to go through it, but there is such a lot inside this journal. And enjoy your day. Have a blessed time. Bye.